What's a spell like?
What do you call a dog that can do magic?
A labracadabrador! I want out.
So first up today, you tired boys, we were reacting to the performance subunit from the 13-member boy group 17 and their 2024 track, Spell. While the lyrics delve into the deep connection between two lovers, fans theorize that this music video is an adaptation of the story of Apollo and Daphne. The song uses the metaphor of a dance blossoming in a blue forest, which could symbolize the natural and evolving movements of a relationship. This imagery is paired with the notion of understanding each other's hearts and emotions intuitively, as if you are performing a well-coordinated dance. They sing, Adila Kia Kaya Shurapoa. It is a made-up language. It is a made-up language. Okay. They say like, shibber, 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 which can represent the spell Cupid cast on Apollo, or the language between two lovers that only they know. The song is composed by Woozy, Bumzu, and the performance unit members Dino and The Eight co-wrote the lyrics. While audially you may recognize South African musical elements, the choreography was choreographed by Kirsten Dodger from Jam Republic, who is South Korean. South African!
I don't know which one was worse, your actual mistake or the
Scream?
Yeah.
How do you guys imagine like a spell taking place audibly? Like, what do you think this is going to sound?
The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh my god.
What if this is like rock and roll?
Like, what percussion says
Glockenspiel.
spell? Oh.
Maybe like wind chimes too.
Yeah, anything metallic.
Anything
Anything sparkly.
Let's see if those predictions are right.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Oh, that I already see that the leg movement.
Yeah. This sounds like a Michael Jackson B-side.
I can't tell if those are hand drums. Oh, that's awesome.
If they are, they're definitely not like real.
No, for sure. What is this groove?
I also hug a bright ball to sleep. It's so comfortable.
That bass line is throwing off my one a little bit. It's almost like in a 3-2 clave.
Yeah.
I'll explain that afterwards.
I'm curious if there's no drop in this song. That would actually be really crazy.
Or it'll come in the second part and blow our minds. It's weird. It's like there's multiple elements of different Latin grooves going on at once, so it's hard to put this in one category.
Yo. Wait. Atmosphere.
Gosh, they're so synchronized. It's awesome.
This is gorgeous, though. I gotta say, the production on this is really nice.
That's cool. 1 3 1 3 1 5 1.
I know what Dino looks like. Is that Dino? That has to be Dino, yeah. It's the home music video, somehow I remembered. Yeah. Ooh, lower. I was like, oh, the last guy was already pretty low.
The synth almost has like a humming quality to it.
Yeah.
I like it. Just... This like wants to make me move so much, but it doesn't have like that like driving beat behind it. It's just really like I feel like I'm holding this tension, this weightlessness.
It's like a 3/2 polymeter. But like a way overcomplicated way of explaining what that is. It's more of like, it's like tropical house kind of vibes. Tropical only because of like the Latin influence, but really just like house R&B vibes. But it's like, it's nice.
I guess they're just sticking with this.
Yeah.
It's vibey.
And they know it. You know, they got the active dance out of the way. Oh, it better not end in that weird, like, A dominant 7th chord. Better not.
Nice. Did it?
Yes, it's fine. It's not that bad. I anticipated it earlier when that chord showed up, and I was like, oh, this better not be the end. But I think because they delayed it by one, like, 4-bar unit, because it's not, like, what, you end here?
Yeah.
And the tonal...
Is... Wait. I don't think they ever tonicized. Did they tonicize?
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
It just feels like a big open fifth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's hinting at C actually.
What?
But it kind of like it flirts
but
with
this note
A.
feels more, yeah, that's F. Yeah. And then yeah. Wow.
Okay, so this is in C major.
Yes.
Honestly, I wouldn't focus so much on the harmony.
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
that doesn't pull the
It's
focus.
not the point of the song either.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like the harmony does help with that floating
Yes,
vibey
yes,
feeling.
for
But
sure.
as in, it doesn't need. It's not going towards like a direction. It's not like a narrative.
It's definitely not
Very
directional.
like, here's the start, here's the exposition, here's where we get
Right.
to, here's back to tonic, or it's established. Especially, I mean, that's really catchy and stuck in your head. I keep thinking there's more gonna be built, so there's this tension, just this suspense the whole time.
But it never gets too. Yeah, it holds it very well.
Yeah.
So what was, you said, oh, this track is so beautiful. Like what was
It's
pretty
just,
about it?
It's just, it has the right type of production that I'm just such a sucker for, which is that spacey, like really super duper rich bass. Like, oh, their bass on it was so rich. And like everything, like just all these warm colors just all kind of coming together to make like this nice rich tapestry of sound. Yeah, so it was just really, really super nice to listen to. The beginning had some really interesting textures happening, but then after that, it was pretty much just one texture for it throughout. It's just trying to set a vibe and keep that vibe, and they kept that vibe. It was a nice vibe. Oh, that's what I was calling. So that's what I was saying is the polymeter.
Oh,
Because 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, that's in 3. But then obviously the song is in 4. That'd be a 4/3 polymeter. Yeah, so you want to conduct the 3, I conduct the 4. You want to do that? You're doing the 3, I'm doing the 4. 2, 3.
And then it lines back up. Yeah.
And then they stop right when it lines back up. So it actually is kind of a polymeter because they go for the entire duration.
and then in simplistic terms, it's just like they go like
3/4 like phrase in a 4/4 bar. So they have to repeat it a certain amount of times so that way it lines up back on the downbeat.
cool.
Their singing too, it was really light. You know, they weren't belting. Oh yeah. It was just kind of light. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they still showcase the members and their voices, and you know, it does everything that a K-pop song with multiple performers should do, and it really puts a neat spin on things.
Yeah.
Ooh, the drum pad's coming out.
So yeah, clave is used in like a lot of Latin music, a lot of traditional Latin music. They were splitting it up between instruments.
Why is it a 3/2 clave and not a 2/3 clave? Which
So,
is 1, 2, 3.
So a
1,
3/2 clave is when the 3 starts first and then the 2 starts. So it'd be and then it repeats on the 3. But a 2/3 clave is when the 2 part of the clave starts and then the 3 goes. So it'd be.
One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So it's splitting it up. The first note is played by the bass. The first note of the 3 is played by the bass, and then the other 2 notes of the 3 are played by the snare drum. So it sort of sounds like right for the beginning.
Yeah.
And then the next measure, the bass plays the first note of the 2 part, and the snare drum plays the second part of the 2. So it's like, but together it's the 3/2 clave.
Are you familiar with what this genre
Not
is?
really.
Okay, so at first I thought, can you hold these?
Yeah.
At first I thought it was this groove called wawanko.
Oh.
The melody of this rhythm is boom, bing, bing, boom, and then you just fill in, so it's like boom, bong, bong, boom. So when they started playing, they just played the 3 and not the 2. So that's why I was like, oh, is this wawanko? But then I was like, no. And then the shaker the whole time is doing kind of like songo or songo. But then it also, like, the first 2 parts of the 3-2 sounded like reggaeton.
Yeah.
So it's like everything is like mixed in one, and I was just a little confused. I still don't know what to classify this in terms of Latin styles, but it is some sort of, I guess, like an amalgamation of Latin. I think it fit what they were going for, though.
For sure.
This is ame piano.
What?
Ame piano,
Ame
which
piano, like
is
rain.
a South African genre inspired, or like that is inspired from house music,
Oh.
Oh.
related to house music.
Sick.
So, for example, Tyla's Water is ame piano.
Tyler. Yeah. I gotta get into that.
Part of the genre is based on like what is the piano's role in the song, and it tends to be like higher register
Sure.
esque.
That's what you do, right? If you want to like get inspiration from any different culture, just bring what we call a culture bearer onto your set or onto your into your production like process. Gosh, their dancing was incredible.
17 performance
17.
unit.
But to nail a different style than they're used to, I mean, I don't know if they nailed it. I'm not an expert,
Right.
but just still like to learn one just for a song that you're releasing. It showcases like the talent and the possibility that like so many writers, composers, choreographers, and just anyone involved in the music and production industry can benefit from writing for K-pop groups, because it is such a well-funded and well-established community of artists that like if you have a vision, there's a K-pop group out there that can probably make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's cool that they're bringing in talent from other spaces outside of just Korea. That's really nice. Woo! I hope this is continuing the direction. This kind of thing will continue. That's awesome.
Maybe it means like navigating through difficult times, but reinterpreted through like
that's
somewhat
cool.
of a musical lens.
I really do think in the end, this entire song lyrically is just using musical terms as metaphors, and we just wished that it was shown more in the music. But the way that they use some of the terms really worked out.
So yeah, so basically it's like